guys, it's YSO256 back with another What If video, and today we're going to be covering a fun topic. This, in fact, is something that the legendary Nosco X claims he will not do until he reaches 750,000 subscribers. What am I going on about? Well, today's topic is that of the Saiyan Prince, or should I say, in our case, the Saiyan Princess Vegeta. Let's begin with today's first part. Our story begins on planet Vegeta. The year is 732, and within the royal palace, a special event is happening. The king and queen have just given birth to a child. The baby is then wrapped in a blanket by the royal midwife, and she speaks to the king and queen. "Congratulations, your majesties. You have a baby girl." Queen Cassava was thrilled at this. She'd always wanted a girl. Her husband, King Vegeta, on the other hand, was disappointed. Granted, he noticed that his daughter had a lot of latent potential, sure, but he had really wanted a son to be his next successor. Reluctantly, however, he gives his daughter his name, naming her Vegeta, and hopes that one day his wife will give him a son. 5 years then pass. The year is now 737, and the Saiyans have been working under the Tyrant Frieza and his family for many years. Now, the king had gotten his wish by being given a son. However, the child known as Tarbal had nowhere near as much as the potential as his sister, and sadly, the king was forced to come to terms with the fact that his successor would be a girl. 2 years then pass, and Frieza destroys planet Vegeta. The only survivors this time are the princess herself, and the baby known as Kakarot, for you see, Raditz and Nappa both heeded Frieza's orders to return to the planet Vegeta, and the king had killed Paragus in defiance for trying to suggest that his son, Broly, had more potential than either of his children, and the Saiyan Broly had also been killed before leaving the planet. A few days then pass, and the princess is distraught at losing her brother and mother. Her father, she didn't really care much for him. She never showed her any love, but she loved her mum and brother like no other. But she had to be strong. Her pride wouldn't allow her to be challenged by any being in this universe or let anyone take her for advantage or granted. A few days then pass, and she is on planet 79 of the Frieza Force. Training and going on missions is what she spends her days doing. Years then pass, and the princess grows immensely powerful, even stronger in fact than her male counterpart at this point of the official timeline. She is so strong in fact that she is rivaling Zarbon in terms of power. She then realizes a few days later whilst training that there had been another Saiyan that had survived. What was his name? Kakarot, she remembered. And then she thinks to herself, maybe if I was to gain Kakarot onto my side, and maybe if we trained, we could grow strong enough to defeat Frieza and rid this universe of that filthy scumbag once and for all. Making her decision, she decided that enough was enough, and she was going to betray the Frieza Force. She then steals a space pod and heads off to Earth in order to gain alliance from Goku and get him to aid her in her mission of ridding this universe of the evil tyrant Frieza. And that is where we leave things for part 1. So, what do you guys think of this third part? Do you think Vegeta will be able to get Goku onto her side? And do you think they'll be able to defeat Frieza? Well, I'm afraid you're just going to have to wait till next time to find out. So, as always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And I have been your host, YSO256, and I'll see you in the next video.